So you want to see, okay, who is kind of in my niche, who I can talk to, collaborate. You guys can create a post together. You can do an interview with them. You can feature them in some way that they'll share into their own stories or their own posts. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now my goal is that at the end of this video, show you guys what are the top Instagram tips so you can start getting clients working from home. Now if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lai Lacaba. I've been working from home since I was 15 years old and now run my own outsourcing agency 2XU, and I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home, so make sure to hit subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now Instagram is one of the places that, especially if you are someone who does a lot of visual stuff, like you are a freelancer who does graphics, or you have physical products that you can take pictures of, or even if you are not that visual, you can post like behind the scenes stuff or post educational things on Instagram to attract more followers, and not just followers, but also possibly clients and customers. So make sure to watch until the end of this video so you can know my top tip of how to get clients through Instagram. Now the first thing that you want to make sure that you have on your Instagram is to change it from personal account to either a business account or a creator account, depending on where you think you're at. So the main thing that you can get from either, a creator account or business account versus a personal account is the statistics, is an insight on who your audience is, what time they're usually up. So that's the main reason why you want to do that in the first place, because then you'll know what posts work, what doesn't work. The second thing that you want to make sure that you have on your profile is a good profile photo. Make sure that it's a clean photo of you. So if you are the brand, as they say, it has to be a good photo of you. One of the tips that I've gotten from a mentor I follow, Vanessa Lau, is to have a really bright background behind you. So for example, the Instagram stories, or when people see your profile photo when you post, it's something that's memorable to them, and it's someone like, oh, this is this in this person's post. So try to update your headshot and try to look professional. If your brand is a product, you can use your logo. So again, it's more memorable to people and it stands out. Next then is to make sure that you have a great bio. So the bio is a way that you're literally introducing yourself to whoever's looking at your profile. So the sentence that I usually advise my own students is, I specialize / focus on, depending on where you're at. I specialize in helping niche to get results, whatever results that is, through skill. So, or it could be, I specialize in results through skill, whatever it is your skill, for niche. So for example, for me, for my company 2XU, I specialize in hiring, managing, and growing executive assistants to help scale solopreneurs and small business owners. So that is my niche statement. So that is something that you can start working on, and you can find out more about how to find your niche with this video right here. But basically the point of this is to get people who are, again, looking at your profile to know what it is that you do right off the bat. Next is to make sure that you use the link portion. So the link portion, sadly, is just one link, and you can't put any other links in your post or in your stories unless you have 10,000 followers for your stories. So the quick advice here is you can either use tools like Linktree, or if you have your own website, you can create a just page with just buttons where you can instruct people to go. You can say, hey, check out the link in my bio, and it already has different links of where you want them to go. For example, for mine, it's lianlai.com/quick links, because I have my own website, and there you guys can see like my latest YouTube video, blog posts that I've created, links to my profile, so you'll be able to find everything there. Next then is, once you have that started, you want to start thinking of what content you want to post. Now, primarily, if you are someone who is doing more graphic stuff, or you have your own physical products, it's really advisable that you showcase those, but you also want to sprinkle in a few shareable posts. Now, as it's defined, a shareable post is basically a post where people can post it on their stories or share it with their friends. The purpose of this is to make sure that your brand is growing, more people are seeing it, just because it is one of the things that people either relate to. So it could be quotes, it could be a really good photo of your product with something funny in it. So try to find creative ways, try to see what kind of content that your audience might like your target niche will like. The next thing is, once you have that, is now to check your insights. Use the tool inside of Instagram to find out what are the posts that do work, where is your audience from, what days are they mostly active, because that will show up in your insights. That way you'll learn when to actually post. So you post when they are online. And of course, then you're figuring out which types of your content as you're experimenting works well with them. Next is to always try to maximize all of the different features Instagram has. Now, Instagram rolls out a few features every couple of months, so make sure that you use all of them. The reason why is, especially if it's a newer feature that they're trying out, they will feature those kinds of people first, so they're testing out how people are reacting. So for example, if Instagram Reels or Instagram Rooms is available in your country, it's unfortunately not yet in ours, you might want to try those out. The reason why is, again, you will be able to be in the front line. Instagram will push your content more just because you're using their features. Of course, there's also Instagram Story, Instagram TV, so you want to make sure that you're using them one way or another, just so you can vary also the type of posts that you have. And again, Instagram really likes it if you're using the features that they have, especially the new ones. Next is you want to engage. It's not enough that you're asking people to engage, you need to engage yourself. Instagram is a social platform, so it likes it when you're not just there to post, you're also there to interact. So either when people comment on your post, you want to comment back so that it grows the interest in that post. And one huge tip that I got from one of the people that I look up to, Gary Vee, he says that you should spend at least a few minutes in your day going through relevant hashtags in your niche and then commenting thoughtful comments on there. It's not enough to just say nice photo or great caption. You want to put in a few bit of your own knowledge or your insight or your own experience, especially when someone else is talking about something that they might be struggling with or they were going through. So we want to find those posts that you can interact with. So again, this is just to show up more in other people's feed, because if you are commenting on posts, you will be seen in people who comment. And if it's a thoughtful post and it gets popular, then you're just driving more people to check out your profile. Next tip that I have is be consistent. Consistency always beats intensity. You want to make sure that you schedule out your posts, at least spend an hour a week writing out posts that you're going to post for the rest of the week. I personally recommend posting at least 3 times a week when you're starting out, and you can increase or decrease, again, looking at your insights. You want to see, again, what works for your audience or not, but to make sure that you have a consistent schedule when it comes to posting. The next big thing that you can do is start collaborating with other creators or people who are in your niche. It doesn't have to be people who you are in direct competition with. It also doesn't have to be the people you are really targeting. It could just be people who has an audience of the people you want to talk to. So for example, for me, for our executive assistant company, it makes sense for me to collaborate with a coach or consultant to other people who are solopreneurs and small business owners. So that's kind of the people that I can collaborate with. So you want to see, okay, who is kind of in my niche who I can talk to, collaborate. You guys can create a post together, you can do an interview with them, you can feature them in some way that they'll share into their own stories or their own posts. This way, again, you're just getting more of that audience of new eyes looking at your profile, so you can start hitting your target client. Next is to interact with your audience. Try to see once in a while who is following you or who just followed you. Check out their profile, and if you're someone who can give them some insight or some help with how their profile looks like, for example, or if you think that your service can help them based on their profile, try to say, hey, I am this and this and this. Thanks so much for following my profile. I want to see if you would need this kind of services. It's not too pushy because you've already looked through their profile. You can say, hey, based on your profile, I saw that you are this kind of person. Would it make sense for you to have us talk to see how we can possibly work together? This is more, again, just kind of getting a feel of your audience, just to see what works, what doesn't work. Because some people really need your service, has been looking for your services, probably why they followed you. But some people just follow you just because they like the kind of content that you have. So don't use this as often, but always try to gauge by looking at their profile, by seeing what things that they post, if they are relevant to your niche or the kind of people that you want to work with. One of the 2 biggest things that you can really work on to grow your own Instagram is, one is to show up. What I mean by showing up is show up on people's posts. Like I said earlier, show up on stories, on feed. Try to make sure that people know who you are without really being pushy about it. Just because one person saw your post about what it is that you do doesn't mean that they'll understand right away. So show up when people tag you, show up when people say like, hey, I think this person needs your help, because then you'll be more and more known as this person. So for example, for me, I'm trying to be known as the executive assistant person, as the person that can hire their executive assistant who can help them grow their business. So that's for me. You want to try to figure out, what do you want to be known for? How do you want to grow your brand so you are this person. And lastly, one of the biggest things that you can do for your Instagram is to track. And what I mean by track is using the insights that you have now that you have a creator or a business account, is to make sure that you count your numbers. You want to make sure that you are investing basically just the right enough time based on the results that it brings you. You know, you don't want to put in too much work into your Instagram account if it doesn't bring back customers, if it's not being able to show your potential clients what it is that you do. You want to make sure that you are working on a platform that works for you. And if you think that Instagram isn't the platform for you, you can check out maybe LinkedIn. And I have a video on how to upgrade your LinkedIn that you guys can check out right here. So different niches will want different platforms, will use and utilize different platforms. So you want to be on the platform that your target audience is on. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button right there. And of course, comment below if you are going to start using Instagram to get yourself some clients. Now, if you guys still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home. If you guys want more business tips, you guys can check out this playlist. And of course, you guys want more career tips, you guys can check out this playlist and the latest video right here. Now, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Remember that small steps matters. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!